is and then na water. And your school and na waxy. Opesa amansana and Sawaka. Opesa school no modelo. And now hospital in our baby. Opesa amansana and Soka. And as I have a list, we should to baby. Opesa Viasina and we will mama away. And then flight TV say, aha, and now be Susan and Mama Papa, a day every. Aha, many would do a mama. Say, we will improve in the well-being. And then to say, you sitting in our baby. Schools in our baby. You be our tongue. We are pasta. Eh? Opesa preach. Na amansana na ato kadia and the aha number 1 Papa
Kwame Addo yamagana de nyina aha abraso se omaimu nsema yensem trofo atiasi Ghana mantem du sia no akofa ba na osamufo asinkonwa asam krogen ye kan sakasebo flight TV so ma okasebo yi every main studios Okanta school junction okwa befo entertain so flight TV YouTube Facebook fly multimedia TikTok fly FM Ghana kaseboy twagua obenya bi ahye na onya bi atia dehia omo kaswa ne mfimfi mantemu Glad FM online kaseboy omo to apeti ama dehia wo nyina atie bi ensama hodo awie obeti bi ene say chairman na Ghana yemra shebedwamu Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Gbagben ede atu edwase braso se LGBTQ+ on sesem omsande ho nsem nyina ebetum na shebedwafo no enim ewon semfo from oswafo a ohwe kwadwuma ensem so eda to edwase aban no ede nhihye aguakom enche kura aduane boaye dedende no ni nyina ebetwamu onimonyamfo Jerry Ahmed akasa ede ato edwase in fact eba niema hodo ekokoso mantamu editru efie hodo ohya ni enya popo pante sempanyimfo etu ho anamo na ebeksa komra shebedwamu na Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Bagben ede ato edwase na nse kamia kwese mrashebedwafo no omompefie hoba ne senti eho behia se omoya adwensa kyanya sa odo haw ebebre omo ebekọ agudie ensem emu Access Bank Division 1 League matches ahodo a ebaso ede ho nsem nyina ebesomo ekaseboyi eso enochi okọ Upper Denchira Easter Coast Football omo league no ahyase a ebedi eho enkomo wei ene ensem ahodo bi ena wiei eboaboa no se promotobre kasebo Flight TV so ede ebeso mpanyimfo se abosoe ene ma ojapai kasebo no maseda Macheden International School osemen kanche ose japade urija abofra na uwachi engine free nsem enwumasua ne senti abofra ne brai na omaji endite Macheden so crèche kindergarten nursery primary junior high school asem deni say omo acheche for mabin ewade chene edition bambo ho nsem Macheden International School at Tunisia at the bambo ho nsem aguna so from 0592 500 593 0592 500 593 Macheden has a dream, believe and become. The general assembly council say o predictor band at all at the year Juma say MTN Airtel Tigo Telecel a patron general ND and come of freno 0597239862 and 0532722489 na only general ND and Como Macheden natural mineral water say wadwen ho edin so krogen abedwa so busian so na de onya binuma eneba we koje e diama ne senti tutu amerikai na kutu nso ebiton esan se omo distributors enti wawie suku otifie onya adwuma nya kutu nso ebiton nanya emfaso egu obotomu ose frɛ no 0538461144 0205225477 na oni Macheden natural mineral water for NDM komo wi abusua enyuma kuyara uruma ene se awia prem tobre kase jede ebeson ba de weka eyeme nana Kwame Addo afi ensem no enchechemu eni Ghana Chamehne Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Bagwin na enredai Abraham Rashibijafo no ekwa asetena no wakasa ede atu edwa se LGBTQ+ ho sense obekaya brand na amampenda da na da nkwakufuado ete akonwa so ena nde saa nsem nyina ebetu edwa nti ne wahye se saa LGBTQ+ ho sense nyina amonsan family Rashibijwamu na Rashibijafo no embobo ho na mo hwe se saa nsem no obetimi agye atumu na eyomanfo nyina animsem obeka nche ene beto dwa se nkrofo ewo ho a omo mususu se oye bema one nyonko bema beda oba se one nyonko ba ebeda enti omo kwa ende fa hyehye no fa wo no na we di hye na we di awo wo ho eno ho sensem ena Ghana fo kire da bi sa abususem we de enya ade se oman kronkron Ghana ebe so enti na ho behia pa se enya Mrashibedwafo ena afi omampanyi na ode nsase ase se koba se o te Ghana ha na sa fa hyehye no fa wo ni okoye bi na nde aban so mu a waso ebetimi aye hyehye na saa ensem no ebeto dwa no ebese ne ekame akwere se enya panyi bia ma ne mfa nsa enhyase na eno na Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Gbabina oye Chamehne ere ato dwa se obesra danimanim ya Mrashibedwafo no enhwe na saa emra no omonsa mfa mede fie ho se de beya mu hyehye mu ena bobo bi ombetimi adi na omahwe agi saa emra no atum na bra Chamehne ekasa e Ghana ye Mrashibedwafie no sei ena ochire mu.
The Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025 was initially introduced as the Promotion of Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2021 in August 2021. The bill went through all the enactment processes and was passed by the 8th Parliament on the 28th of February 2024. It was, however, not assented to by the President and therefore lapsed upon the dissolution of the 8th Parliament. On the inauguration of the 9th Parliament, I, by correspondence dated 28th January 2025, again, on the inauguration of the 9th Parliament, I, by correspondence dated 28th January 2025, referred the bill to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for review and comments. The Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice submitted comments on the bill by a letter dated 7th April 2025. The comments were referred to the sponsors of the bill for consideration. Honorable members, when I'm giving information and you keep on talking, then you go out and mislead the people. Please. As I stated earlier on, the comments were referred to the sponsors of the bill for consideration. Meanwhile, by correspondence dated 25th February 2025, the following members indicated their desire to reintroduce the bill. 1. Honorable Samuel Nate George. 2. Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejira. 3. Honorable Reverend John Intim Fojo. 4. Honorable Helen Intoso. 5. Honorable Vincent Eko Asafua. 6. Honorable Alasan Tampuli Sulemana.
Any Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Gbagben Chamehne o Ghana ye Mrashibedwamu enede sa ensem nyina etu edwa na eno achi no ena Chamehne kire se wahye sani manimu ya amonhwe na sa emra no omonsan famatu edwa se de beya mrasibija fono ebe transi na fi omabobu ho na mahwese ometimi agye atum ana se amonye ntumo yɛhwɛ yebenya right honorable Urban Kingsford sumana gbagben nene no na yɛnsaka yɛbɛbɔ na Ghana fo nyina atie yeguso ɛwɔ mrahyɛ bedwamu ɛne ɛho ɛnsɛnsɛm no emu na ɛnkane chiamehina ɔwɔ Ghana yɛmrahyɛ bedwamu ɛyɛ Professor Aaron Mark Okwei na papa yi akasa ɛde ato edwa sɛ ɛkame akɔyɛ sɛ nansan ɛmabunu no ayɛ ɔmadwen sɛ oh they say they wote Ghana na ɔpɛ baabi a ɔbɛnya sika ɛntɛntɛntɛntɛm a agye sɛ ɔkɔfa amanyɔsɛm ɛto ho so na ɛno yi na Professor Aaron Mark Okwei ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ no korɛ da sɛ woyɛ amanyɔsɛm a ɛna wonya sika ne sɛ nti saa ɛnsɛm a ɛnam mmɔnten so na ɛmabunu no sɛ deɛ ɔmafa to ɔmo sɛ oh sɛ wosi so na wobɔ bra na woanyɛ amanyɔsɛm a wonya sika no ɔyɛ saa nsɛm no nokorɛ biara ɛnnim a ɛsɛ ɔmanfoɔ ɛhwɛ na ɔmobɔ etu egu na Professor Aaron Mark Okwei ɛto ane kasa so ɛna ɔkyerɛ sɛ in fact ɔtransi din na ɔhwɛ kwan a ɛmabunu bi afa so na ɔyɛ madwen sɛ amanyɔsɛm no ɔmo yɛ na in fact na ano ɛnya papa na ɛno na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛnkane Deputy Communication Minister Victoria Hammer wohwɛ kwan a ɔfa so na onya $1 million bi a na ase nsɛm bebree na ɛwɔ ho ɔde nsɛm nyinaa ɛkɔto dwa abra na papa yi ɛkasa ɛwɔ dwumadie bi a na ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɔman kronkron Ghana mu ɛha ɔsɛ European Union funded WYDG project a ɛkɔ so ɛno ɛda yi ɛwɔ nkrabopuni mantemu ɛna onimonyamfoɔ Aaron Mark Okwei ɛde ne nsɛm no ɛto dwa na sei ɛna ɔkyerɛ mu.
Lady who was some time ago in this country appointed a deputy minister by the president. In a few months, she was heard saying that she was getting ready to make a few millions of dollars. The president removed her, and appropriately so, because the purposive inclination was inherently wrong and unfortunate. What is your purpose for entering politics? If it's to make money, you'll be in the wrong business. And your peers must all agree that this person is not fit to be a political leader of our people. In other words, the basic issues in politics must be those that you will all be basically agreed upon and bring in qualitative governance. Governance is not just being a member of parliament. Governance is being an effective, knowledgeable, participatory member of parliament. Because that is where you can really contribute to debates and for issues and for policies development.
We are wishing any enkane chamina or Ghana emrashibijafie right honorable Professor Aaron Mark Okwei and this answer etu eja na yaguso ewa Ghana yemrashe bejamu na oswafo Oshe mfudiade ena afi kwadwuma ensem so onumunyamfo Eric Opoku ena eri ato edwase aban no ede nhyehyɛ agu akwamu pa enchakura aduane boa ede dentin micro Ghana mu no eto ebetwa na okasa omrashibidwamu ena okyerɛ sɛ ekame akwɛ sɛ sise aban no atete niema so nemmom bonsam enya wadom na si abonti na kase okɔtɔ waache anase okɔtɔ emu na ohwɛ aduane emu ra na ebetiama wa woyam kra ebehyew na no na o kyerɛ sɛ aban no ede nhyehyɛ egu akwan mu aginaye bi ese aban no etubia no wahye ase etu ho anamo enche kra aduane bo bɛyɛ fofofo amamanfo nyina asum adwo wo mo na mrashibedwamu o kyerɛ sɛ nema bi a ema saa nema no nyina ba ebia na kwani no ba bia ɔdɔfo no ɛkwan na ɛwɔ hɔ no nyina atete apansam ne santi o say 1000 kilometers aban no ayɛ na adwen sɛ ɛnde saa kwan no nyina no obesiesie na wayɛ ɛde ama ɔmo na sɛ kwani no kɔafo na ɛkwan a ɔnam so no papa ɔbɛduan no bo bɛyɛ fofofo uyi wan sidi kura utimi to aduane na ɔsɛ ɛkɔba sɛ ɛbɛboa ama man kronkron Ghana emu ayɛ dedededede abra onimonyamfo Eric Opoku ɛkasa Ghana yɛmra hyebedwamu no ɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛmu sei.
Now we are trying to resolve. And so we are developing what we call a farmers market.
where we can bring the farmers to interface with the buyers, the consumers directly, as a way of removing those middle people who exploit the system in their favor. And so it is something that we are working. We are creating what we call farmers market. And when that is created, the farmers will be able to bring the food stuff to the market where the consumers will be available. And that is why in the budget, you saw that allocation has been made for the construction of 1,000 kilometers under what we call the agricultural roads. Because if we are able to fix roads linking the production centers to the consumption centers, transportation will be very easy. And once you are able to overcome that, food prices will be stable for all of us. Thank you very much.
Abusia eni eye oswafo a ohye enuane ena fi kwadwuma esem so micro Ghana mu onimonyamfo Eric Opoku eno achi no ena ochechire mu se aban no na adwen se ne de enuane bi ti se aburo emo binsi ena fi enuane ahodo aban no ebe kura bebre na agu ho sade be ya ahokyere bremu no micro Ghana yemfa chance enkwa bonte enkosresre aduane na yedi nemmom sade tete bremu ebi koso na yeye na Joseph ekoda no enu bi na Ghana yenso yebenti enchekura aduane ebebu micro Ghana emu onimonyamfo Eric Opoku.
If the honorable member is not aware, as we speak today, we have maize, rice, beans in excess of our demand. Even in this chamber today, the Honorable Rashid Pepo just approached me. Honorable Rashid Pepo alone has almost 1,000 bags of maize ready for market, and he's not getting market. In fact, I've even been told, Mr. Speaker, what we are doing as government is that we have provided resources to the National Food Buffer Stock to mop up the excess from the market and store against emergencies. And this is the first time in the history of our country that we are doing this. It was never done during your time. It never happened.
Any oswafo a ohye enuane ena fi kwadwuma ensem so micro Ghana mu onimonyamfo Eric Opoku enede ensem nyina etu dwa na okire say in fact ohye nkrofo ahodo a amadodo dabro nipa ba ko be 150 bars egu ho ebi be 400 bars ohun enti ekoba saa na ne tona akwa ebisi basa enti no aban no de niema egu akwam enche kura sa abro ya hyehye bebre eguwe me kura me obi go enti aban se de niema egu akwam enche sa abro ene emo ene bisa aban no entoni nyina no obi sa oharo nyina de afiri ho oguso etie from tobre kase Flight TV so na onimonyamfo Jerry Ahmed second deputy minority whip na osan ko emrahye bedwam a ono enegina edema adihye weja gbawe abato empeso aso na akasa ede ato edwase in fact niema bi ekoso micro Ghana ha mpanyimfo anhwe na omankasa ho a ebekọ ohaw na nenkasemu ena o kire se sabi sese ukofia hodo mu a enkrofo bi enam ohaw ene ateti mu obekọ na obabasia pan achi nukunu ahyefom na o sinatigen atigben mas obono twede o be de bema o be de kraka chi obi se o meyire ebo me na onabo kire se kobasa ha dwen popopa o se emayi bi so bre ofie obekọ na kwabrane ede obaya to ede beta sinu so na o brim no obebisa na se de ne siye na nya asem bia mfaso kra ewoso na eno na onimonyamfo Jerry Ahmed eretu edwaso besrada ebraso se yeye nkyekire ema Ghana de hye nyina na omuhu se saa niema no edi nipa ekọ haw ene atetim ne santi ebraso se obibia atwe no ho efiri ho ne nkasemu akire se in fact wo hwe saa ohaw amanfo enam mu a osi nipa be 16,000 ena de afibia omde saa ohawi ekodan nkrofo epe homwa ti ebraso se omanfo nyina eye nkyekire e kasetia kwamponi ankrofo afaso etiti amanfo efa hodi so.
It could be emotional, like we have said, it could be physical, it could be psychological, it could be economic. Speaker, but the trauma that it comes with, when care is not taken, it becomes something very serious. Speaker, let me speak to even some statistics here in Ghana. Speaker, about 40% of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced domestic violence. And Speaker, this domestic violence normally will not just come from a man beating a woman. It comes from a man even denying the woman whatever she's expected to have intimately, including sex. Speaker, when you also come down, you will see that about 20% of men have also suffered same abuse. And it also comes from also the issue of sex and some men beating by women. I know some of them, and they have given me signals not to mention their names. But Speaker, I know them. And sometimes they wear smocks so that their body sizes are not seen. But we know. But what's why looking at me? I'm not referring to you. I mean, no. Speaker, if you go beyond that, if you go to Sola Tuna Kaba, this is a statistics that is there. It's really startling. It says 61.9% of women have experienced the worst form of domestic violence. So my prayer is that whoever is there as the member of parliament will be looking at 16,000 plus have reported cases annually of domestic violence, and this actually includes the men and the women. Speaker, what can we do to stop, if not, at least if we are unable to stop it, how can we even reduce the volume of domestic violence? Speaker, I think that there are three major issues that are confronting us. One is fear. People for fear that their husbands may even punish them more. Speaker, people for fear that their husbands and wives will punish them more are unable to report. Speaker, also for the fact that they know that it will become a stigma. They are unable to report sin. Because the moment they report, whenever they are punished, oh, I can't do it. To which that is Akando's wife. Speaker, these and many more are the reasons why we should educate people on the trauma domestic violence causes on people. We should educate them to the extent that they should know that reporting will not bring a stigma to you, but it will bring a resolution of the problem. That whoever causes this problem must be dealt with. Speaker, I see the Chief Whip trying to give me pressure to run up. I would use this opportunity to run up and to say thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yabusia any Onumonyam for Jerry Ahmed Oko Ghana Emra Shibejoma or a second deputy minority whip. Now Oyamra Shibejani Emma Deshia Mo Weja Bawe Abato Empeswaso and a little just in fact Mpembebre no Bemas and a year Puna over there crack Obama and say Mayre Bumi or Babi so that be as a year Bunen Oka Obepie onamfo for de besrew ntia kobasa ehuni suro nti na hye no ho na ade no ewe no ose basa emwa ne senti mpanyimfo enhwe na amonye enkyekire emfama Ghana de hye nyina se eho behia se saa ne ma no yetwam ewo oman kronkron Ghana emu yeto akase ebo no so na me de wo akọ emfinfin mantem no emu na mayor o Cape Coast onumonyam for George Justice Atta me no ka say wakotwa ahomamu a mpuntujuma hodo ebekoso ewo empotemu eho na jumadi na se no de so jumadi obey na from de bia na mpuntuo afarantuma pafra ewo empotemu eho na ona nanoma hemfo edi nkomo eno achi oni assembly members na fe Cape Coast Technical University empanyimfo hodo no munyina ekodi enkomo na no na okire say wo hwe sa police poster obesi ho no beboa pa ama bombo ensemu apagya enti ekoba se obi timantwe baabi na oya de bone na ni hu police post na obehu se da bi mpanyimfo ha saa ne mani nyina ebekọ na no na okire se ekoba se omuhwie a ebeboa pa ama mpotemo niema akohie one nsem trofo edi nkomo abra otwa homamu ema onimunyafo echeche ne nsemu sei eche nsem trofo
or a 6-unit classroom block in a yapon with them. We switch 3-unit classroom block that will be separate. Now, yes, so cheap company, yes, no, so yes, ask Bofuma, yes, shit, amazing. I see. In there, or yes, police station. That was not in the previous administration, but they couldn't complete. It to be complete. Then it to be commission. They are expecting that by March. Now, all these projects and your cat is sort of your commission. And to just say near the star, nothing for. Oh, yeah, His Excellency John Dramani. There, what kept posting over 2 constituencies, just as I've said. So, what can I see 2 chip compound at least? Or Jade has a book or not in a south, and that ends. But at least one constituency, the district. One year, in the up and the it's at least so we'll get 2 chip compound for each constituency. Or then not only 2 chip compound, south only 2 chip compound. It's all on the year to answer there. 1 year BB 1 young compound, at least 1 block of family. Yet 2 years more projects. I will not lay more projects. I will sound.
Any mayor over Cape Coast, Odimunyam for George Justice Atta, and semi to Eja na Enwachi ena endie Odimunyam for Kwame na Minka Minta Nyaku, ononso Emrashire Jenny Cape Coast North Abato Empeswaso, now ononso Ekasabi, and all the 2 Eja so best rada empempi si posi dan nande the posi for Ekoguma. And the only one police yabahwe onye hwe kra na wo de police atare na odi hunahuna na niema ensem fata na odi police atare no oye wo se obesrada se omu hwie na amusida ni wie na de police for eba hwa omu nhwe na omu mfa police atare tuntum emehunahuna timamufo na mmom bambo na momeboa na kromo emfa no ntoma infra
was one of them. And the about to say, man, there. Won't you unpa on my woman that I appreciate. You better watch the hand, everybody, not walk me to not again, now I was in the 18 that. The about to say, police say that's national son. Won't you one for office or intimidating, and Wabia or to where you if you are another local. If you are a check, what about no means for more now, and you're I catch on why.
Any Mrashebejania or Cape Coast North, Dr. Kwame na Minta Nyaku, Energy and Semi to Eja, no crowd, Dr. Sami Aye, a presidential aide to Office of Government Communication, and also Kasabi, na and so editor, just a best strata, same for Obia, any now form dear, na Amunya Jumatin, and one at Cape Coast, and Fanatumapa infra.
Million has been paid for district assembly. The announcement is every district assembly, what is the money? 20%, 24 hours, schools, hospitals, the BR, whatever it is in the visual representative. By the time I give you the 4 years of the NDC, we can tell. Municipal assembly by municipal assembly, district assembly by district assembly. What's the government use district assembly for? Hereby in 2025, the amount of money government released for the first quarter of 2025 alone was over 20 times more than what the government released in 2025.
Any Dr. Sami Aye or a presidential aide. Ono ebo anamu ekopie dwumadi na se a ode sanse no nyina eto edwa yere kase ebo no ekọ asante mantem no emu na manfo nyina ebe kaya afimpino ene aduonu nan ene aduonu miensamu abra na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebo apro ede ne nsemato Ghana ade hye nyina anim asem baako a kama no to Ghana for asum 24-hour economy oba obehye na end of the 24-hour economy aba na wana di dwa nyina abeboa mo dwadie afarantoma pa afra na eno na NDC executive bi a mo barekese ani nyina ewo atwema ngobieja North District ewa Santemantemu ede etu adwasebe na otwemiensani ena mo ye kire ni nyina eye barekese market asese no mpanyimfo ayi ede afiri ho akọ asuofia na eno na mo kyese in fact ekoba sa pa dia mpanyimfo ene omo ani ni yie ne santi ehun behia se omo ye kyekyenkyenkyem enam so emam dom petition ekoto empanyimfo nim na eno na mo kyese in fact besi nei omo ntehwe ne santi omo san de to empanyimfo nim bio se omo hwe na omo petition de ba empanyimfo entu ho na mo anya sa omaso ebe hyehye omo ne Fly TV kase edi nkomo mo kyekye omo nsemu sei
awon die se aduma pa ya the not man wo be ga no yen fa ne ndi se nya ebu chefu ba kase je ti na market awon die se aduma pa ya yen jiwe na ya ne mu esa eche hu ye no matu anamo bebre ati omu hia se wo so mo de market ne de ba up na petition de ko yen se wo re enti nda se mi sia ya wa na se mu ye wa ha petition na de ko ya yen se wo re no eni ye pese bi so se ade be fa bo mo so aguso ana nani dia ya best say barekasi ye hia ye gba district capital dia ki ye no obi ampre ho ya wa asase ya ma district no 45 acres asase ya nya hwe wo bibia wo so e dia na tire say ye besi market a ye nya asase nzo a wa barekasi market bibia no a tire say entimi ensi market no ana ensi sa gba no Jia basramo banbo mon san fo moni mahwe aha na mon ko hwe asuofia ne asama ya ka ho asem se ahin fo pa na sapota se ye di sa adwumadie no adie pa na kire se barekase the war country region yani nipa ye di market day no 2 times Monday ye di ni adi Friday
na eno achi no ena ende members ni bia omonso ekobi kasa enam de to dwa se amaka na saban no onti a 2028 no ewo ha ya enti omode mu ni hweka na sempanyumfo anti a 2028 ombe hye omobo se ombe to aba de tia omo
ya hawo nyina ne se 24-hour economy market a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebodi tribu poso wodeba na yede nyerim se eba barekase na nso yanchi pitam yanchi jam yete yare se yesi yede kwa asaman after regional minister mekan jere nso so de ko Ethiopia aye de petition ekoma party mpanimfo edi bi koma constituency executives edi bi koma regional executives edi bi koma presidential staffer edi bi koma regional minister abepem sawe na wotwemiensa ene ena ene mo kasai yenche ho hwe kan sa tebulu nyina ne se party mpanimfo dadaye party mpanimfo haye lebo woni se ne mo haye aya party na wo mo egu no party na wo mo se no atwema nwa biega ha edo titiro nyina fa ko je ndc a wo mo de ne bre yen so yenche ka sare se o se bi theater na ti regional minister tanachi Plato Saboka tanachi and after party mpanimfo national executives regional executives but on form na go simu nyina ta o machi enu nti no no de ono wo se wo ye bibia o back into one ye de o ye bia onso yan vice chairman contractor yan chairman contractor da wo mu se on se contractor e ba ye mu do sen ene ye dia ma wo mo enu pransan ko danche no ye wo party fo bebrezi o mo me contractors an ko betimi ye aduma na ma ye e so o mo fa register campaigners ena wo ma e de o mu dire register ena o ma de contract ni na ma wo mo na ye ko bisa se contract ni he fo ne de ma wo ma o mu san ka che se jan he party colors ena de ma wo mu eno de ye how bebre a constituency years from e te de sram pani
we abusia ene eye NDC executive members omo barekese ena di omonsem ato Fly TV kase enim we su na ye gina na ye twa ho age aboafo nkrato ye ba ebewie kase bo no ewo agudie ensem emu.
Dewro ediamam na wo ba ha kradia skabe yebeti okume bi enye bebre biara ho nanso ebebu udwuma no dewro ama wawa won say yes wankasa won say improvements aba wadwuma no eho eni ti hwehwe Fly TV yewo kofu krom o Kanta school jashi nefa udwuma emfa medaye na yenso yebebu wow ama bibi biara akoyi ede amaw.
Admission, admission, admission. McJaden International School Asambia Kwenya Education for pre-crèche, kindergarten, nursery, primary, and junior high school. McJaden International School said, "O school basa education for or classroom education for baku adunu." Bambo Honse McJaden International School after 20 years at the Bambo Honse Agudinaso. You watch a chair for mapping a what chair any education emu. McJaden International School, a chief pine or coffee crew, opposite Okanta School Junction. Open Chechemu, any Simbisebia 0592 500 593 0592 500 593. McJaden International School as a dream. Believe and become. We are making for McJaden natural mineral water. McJaden natural mineral water is project with me near the Juma or baby party. Sell office ahodo, sorry, a few companies ahodo, McJaden natural mineral water, and I may come for a diamond. The tennis McJaden air distributors, Baby Tusuno, Aquaton, now so young for Eddie Agudu, Nasem Dennis, McJaden natural mineral water, and more discount, a bra or banana. Dijuma from we abusia yenko wie awia prem tobre kase bono ewo agudie ensemudia na otwi awie ye ede obowramu ewo Upper Danger East, ho and a coast football. League no atime ashase na after mad day 2, Uvremo under 13 say na standings no etie Bubo friends after 12 babies and edikan 6 points and watchi and future babies etosumi ekura 4 points and after foreign based academy etosumi ensan ekura 1 points. True Christian only ababia ewo NFA West Royals etosu enum onunsu eni ababia ewo under 13 yedi ehonsemo enso esomo yenko under 15 na yenhwe sede ehonso standing no enso etie ehonum so far after Monday 2 and future babies enso edikan ehokra 6 points West Royal etosu mienu ekra 3 NFA foreign based Football Academy etoso miensa ekura 3 points ewo after 12 babies eni ababia na fe True Christian enso eni aba ewo sa ehonoma yedi mawo na oko under 17 epacho eho enso say na table no etie foreign base na edikan ekura 6 points West Royal etoso mienu ekura 3 and future babies etoso miensa na fe True Christian etoso and 9 and after 12 babies etoso enuma oni ababia ewo na enwachi na ende yenhwe foreign based football academy yewuramu ewo omo training grounds join me live na yenhwe sede na training no eti ewo foreign based football academy abra na the training no ekoso before say omo game no ebetimi atodwa yenhwe ni feed no. Abusia we so ena ebegina na awia prem tobre kase bo a ye boaboa no ena agudie mu nsem ene nyina ebesi na mmom ensem ahodo a OTB and say Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Gbagben ede atu adwase LGBTQ+ won sense mrahye bedwafo nhwe na omonsan family fie se de beya on beti nkonya abobo hu e onsem fufurum oswafo hwe enuane ensem so ede atu adwase aban no ede hyehyɛ egu akom se de beya enche kora aduane bo ebe fofofo e o micron Ghana enso emu we ene ensem ahodo bi ena wie eboaboa no se kasebo o Flight TV so ebe somo emu aseda McJaden International School, McJaden Natural Mineral Water, the General, and a Flight TV, Omada Roma, and a way, Erika Sebono, Ebesumo, Mian Sinkunya, a kind seminina, a me, Nana Kwame Addo, a way, Miss for a Adjoa, Chan Lady, DJ Fly, a Chief Executive Producer, Omunina, a boy, Erika Sebono, Ebesumo, Miss Harris, you don't Kubwa, yet the news at 1. Ebe bro abra adwa chan lady ageno akonya eno achi ene eyukwada enti natk ene covered live worship ebe to aso edi ama eno achi DJ Fly ebe jedwa na or the drive no ato aso edi ama adomdum ye na ebe san ehia edi wasi akra
TV say eden ena wato eye school ena wati upese amansan nyina ente wonka upese obo school no model ana hospital ena wabi upese amansan nyina ente wonka ana sawe herbalist wo hyeto ko bibi upese biase